This is the third in the Which Test series of videos. These videos will help you decide which specific hypothesis test to use when faced with a free response type question that needs a hypothesis test. In this video, I discuss in more detail when to use match pairs versus two independent samples for quantitative variables. These two examples illustrate the differences between match pairs and two independent samples. Example 1, who has the best pizza, chain A or chain B? Randomly selected patrons of each chain were recently asked to rate their favorite pizza choice or their favorite pizza from that chain on a scale of 1 to 10. Our variable is pizza ratings, and each patron was asked to rate their favorite pizza. So each person gave one rating. So we have one quantitative variable. Each observation is a single number. We have randomly selected patrons of each chain. So I have two independent samples. So one variable, one quantitative variable, the observation is a single number, two independent samples. This is a two-sample t-test for the difference of means. Second example, who has the best pizza, chain A or chain B? Randomly selected pizza lovers were recently asked to rate their favorite pizza choice from each of the two chains on a scale of 1 to 10. Our variable is still pizza ratings. It's a quantitative variable. But now, each person was asked to rate their favorite pizza choice from each of the two chains. So each person selected is going to give two ratings. So now each observation is the difference of two related numbers. We have one sample, randomly selected pizza lovers, one quantitative variable. Each observation is the difference of two related numbers. So this becomes a match pairs t-test for the mean of differences. The keys are the type of observation, either one single number or the difference of two related numbers, and the number of samples, 1 or 2. I'm going to go through an example from an old AP exam to illustrate a little more how to decide which test to use. This is from the 2014 AP exam. A researcher conducted a study to investigate whether local car dealers tend to charge women more than men for the same car model. Using information from the county tax collector's records, the researcher randomly selected one man and one woman from among everyone who had purchased the same model of an identically equipped car from the same dealer. The process was repeated for a total of 8 randomly selected car models. The purchase prices and the differences, woman minus man, are shown in the table below. Summary statistics are also shown. Here's all of our data. Do the data provide convincing evidence that, on average, women pay more than men in the county for the same car model? Clearly, we're asked to do a hypothesis test for this, but which hypothesis test are we going to use? Let's look at our variable. Our basic variable is the car prices. That's one quantitative variable. The question is, are we going to consider this, each observation, to be a single number, what the woman paid and what men paid, or is it the difference of two related numbers? So the question is this woman and this man, are they related? Yes, they are. They were randomly selected from the same car dealer. So these two numbers are related because they came from the same car dealer. Let's look at our samples. Our basic sample is 8 randomly selected car models. So our basic sample is one independent sample. They selected 8 car models. That was the sample. For each model, they chose a dealer and randomly selected a woman and a man from that dealer. The woman and the man are related because they bought from the same dealer. And we're interested in the difference of what the woman paid and the man paid from that dealer. So this is indeed matched pairs. If instead the researcher had chosen one specific car model and randomly selected 8 women and then randomly selected 8 men who purchased that exact car and looked at the differences in the mean price that the women paid versus the mean price that the men paid, that would have been a 2-sample t-test for the difference of means. That would have been 2 independent samples. But in this case, we have one sample, and each observation is the difference of 2 related numbers. Those 2 numbers are related because the woman and the man bought from the same dealer. To summarize, for one quantitative variable, if we have one sample and the observation is the difference of 2 related numbers, we use a matched pairs t-test for the mean of differences. If we have 2 independent samples and the observation is a single number, we have a 2-sample t-test for the difference of means. If you have any questions for a fast response, email me at apstatstutor25@gmail.com, or if you prefer, post your question in the comment box below. If you're interested in tutoring, I offer one-on-one tutoring either in person or online. Again, contact me at apstatstutor25@gmail.com. If you found this video to be helpful, please like the video and tell all your friends about me. Thanks for watching.